Thank you. One simple thing may quite often be the big obstacle holding people back from successful performance in life. The human mind works in devious ways and often tries to shield you from some hard fact that may be getting in your way. A man once cornered me. "I'm in terrible shape and want 5 minutes of your time," he said. A half hour later, the man was still telling a long, involved story of a lot of mix-up that was causing his miserable state of mind. Finally, I interrupted the tale of woe and told him something I once heard from an old lumberjack in the Northwest. When fresh-cut logs are floated down streams and rivers to the sawmill, log jams develop. But there will often be one log that is the key to the whole enormous tangle. Find which one it is, dislodge it, and the rest of the jammed logs slide free and float on downstream. So I urged, quit griping and start thinking and find the key log in your problem. Get that untangled, and you'll be surprised how different everything will be. A few weeks later, the man called me. "When you told me about the key log in the log jam," he said, "I felt a sneaking suspicion what the key log was in me. So I took a rational look at the mess I was in, and I could see as plain as day what the difficulty really was. I'd like to tell you about that difficulty after this message." The man who found the key to his difficulty said, "You see, a while back I had a big fight with a man in our company. From then on, we hated each other like poison. And as I see it now, most of my troubles seem to have developed after this personal feud began. I knew then that I must get that hate out of me because it had me completely disorganized. I'm glad to say I'm now completely rid of it. I really have goodwill for that guy, and we seem to be getting reconciled. As for the other difficulties in my picture, I'm not saying everything's all sweetness and light just yet. It never is that. But some complications are beginning to straighten out. The main steps in ridding oneself of the log jam of resentment are these. First, stop deluding yourself that your resentment is justified. Maybe you have reason aplenty to feel aggrieved, but nothing justifies continued hatred or ill will, and by nurturing these feelings, you just harm yourself. Second, try thinking the resentment out, affirming that you forgive the person who caused your resentment. Third, think of the person's good points. Everybody has them, and sincerely practice goodwill toward him. Fourth, keep working on eliminating your resentment until it has wholly passed away. And believe me, the effort it takes will pay off handsomely in happiness and increased creative capacity.